In this lesson, we're going to go over customizing your CounterPoint menu. We need to go to Setup, System, Menu Codes. Now, we need to select which menu you're going to customize. In CounterPoint, you can have several different menus. The menu can be assigned to a user through System Security Codes. Here, I'll select Back Office menu. On the right panel are all the menu choices that come with CounterPoint. You cannot add, modify, or delete these items. On the left panel are all the menu choices available in this custom menu. This is where all your editing will take place. You can expand the menu selections as needed. If you want to remove a menu choice from the menu, then right-click it and click Delete. You can also remove an entire section. In this example, we can remove e-commerce. You can also add items from the default menu to the custom menu. Simply left-click on the item or menu you want to move and drag it over. You can move menu selections around by right-clicking and then clicking up or down. Another feature that's extremely handy is to be able to create reports with custom parameters, save them, and then assign them to their own button. In this example, I'll use the Group By report. The Group By report is one of the most flexible reports in CounterPoint. It offers both portrait and landscape modes. You can select from a very wide range of items to group by. You can even decide what columns to print on the report. You can use the built-in filters to determine what's included in the report. Once you've designed your report, you can save the parameters and reuse them at a later time. Here, you can see I've already got 2 reports designed. Now that we have our report designed, we'll add a button to our menu. Select the menu to add the button to. In this example, we'll put the button in the top level report directory for sales history. Since this is an existing report, we'll just drag it from the default menu to the custom menu. Now that the report is in place, we need to rename it. We need to rename it in all 3 fields, so wherever you are in CounterPoint, the proper name will be displayed. And now that we've renamed the report, we need to select which parameters to use for this particular button. Select Top 50 Items Month to Date. That's it. Now let's save this and see what the result is. Here you can see the button we've added. Now we'll see how to add an external program. In this example, I'll show how to add a PDF to your CounterPoint system. PDFs can be useful for such things as UPS charts. Or it could be store policies or other documents you want your clerks to have access to. In this case, I want to add a folder to the top level menu tree, and then I'll put my PDF documents within that folder. So I highlighted Custom Menu, then clicked New Folder. I'll name it PDFs. Now that we have the folder, we'll add the menu item. The Report Handbook is a document from NCR showing you examples of all the reports in CounterPoint. In the Command Type dropdown is where you select what this item is. In this case, it'll be an external program. In this example, the program will be a PDF reader. You can type in or browse for the program to run. For this, I'm using Foxit Reader Portable. Foxit Reader has several advantages. If you put Foxit Reader on a shareable folder on the server, then every workstation has access to it. This means you don't need to install it on each individual workstation. This means that as soon as you install CounterPoint on any workstation, it instantly has access to the PDF documents without installing any Acrobat Reader or other PDF software. I'll show you how to install Foxit Reader a little bit later. We've now configured CounterPoint to launch the reader, but we need to select which PDF to read. We use the Arguments field for this. You also need to place the PDFs in a shareable folder accessible by all CounterPoint users. Optionally, you can add your own image for the buttons. We need to save all of our changes. You can see the folder we added, PDFs. And within the folder, our Reports Handbook. And here it is. Now I'll show you how to install Foxit so that all CounterPoint users have access to it. Open any web browser and go to portableapps.com. Go to the search field and type Foxit. Click the link to download the program. Save the file and notice location so you can run it later. You can now close the internet browser. Now run the file you just downloaded. The key to making this work is where to store the program. You want to select a location that is shared and available to all CounterPoint users. I chose a folder on the server in the CPSQL.1 folder because that folder is automatically shared with all CounterPoint users. Click Install to copy the files to the folder selected. Click Finish and you're done. This concludes the lesson on custom menus. Remember, you can have several different menus, and if you want a custom button on each of the menus, you need to add it manually to each one. In this lesson, I've covered the most common uses for custom menus. You can do even more with custom menus, but that falls outside the scope of this lesson.